to match 2 on day 2 of the CSI Predator World 10-ball Championships. And what a match we've got for you on your screens. Shane Van Boening, a legend of the US, versus Jason Theron from South Africa. With me in the commentary booth, I'm not sure whether he's from Spain or America, but he's George Teixeira.
Born and raised in Nogales, Arizona, folks. Proud U.S. citizen.
So it's a race to 8 once again. It's a winner's side match.
Alternate break, race to 8. Like he said, it's a second round match, winner's side. Jason Theron's here. He defeated quite a victory for him. Yulong Chang, a 2-time China Open champion. Shane defeated Masato Yoshioka to get to this point, this stage of this tournament. Shane, of course, is sponsored by Q-Tech and has played with them for some time. Jason Theron is sponsored by Fury Cues and Joy, Taum, and Midday Brands. 739 Fargo versus an 829 Fargo. 90 points difference. In a race to 8, Fargo says that should be somewhere around a 2-game spot. Will we end up with an 8-6? Or will the Theron from South Africa play above his Fargo and defeat the mighty Shane Van Boening, who has never won a world title on American soil because this tournament's only been around for 3 years. This will be the 3rd time, and we didn't play it once during COVID. It was canceled.
The last time I commentated on Jason Theron was during COVID lockdown on one of these remote online challenges, and he was wearing shorts and flip-flops. One thing I did notice about him when I watched him before, he's got a lovely cue action.
We'll look for it.
Very smooth and long, quite long one from memory. Let's see how my memory is.
Nice little kick shot. Try to kick and stick. He's going to find cover.
That's a decent shot, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice shot. That will make him feel a little bit better. I'm sure he hasn't played in many bigger events than this on the match table. Always a little bit different. But as you say, George had a good victory.
Yes, Yulong Chang is actually, he's one of the players that I was excited that he was coming to the U.S. to watch play. I love the man's style of play.
Shane, of course, already a legend. He's won most things.
He is Fargo for the longest time. He was the highest rated Fargo player, and Josh Filler has just eclipsed him by, I think, a point, maybe 2.
So he's the king again then?
No, he's just gone over him. Josh Filler is now like 830 or 831, and Shane's at an 829.
So he's reclaimed the crown once again.
No, Josh Filler is higher, 830.
That's what I said. He's the king again.
Josh is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't remember in the US Open when he claimed he was the king, remember?
Oh, okay. Okay. He's the king again of Fargo.
Come on, George.
Yes,
keep up.
Gotcha.
Keep up, George. Come on. Oh, decent jump there.
Well, this 38-year-old Shane Van Boening may not let you get away with calling Josh Filler a king. Josh is 21. Shane's been around for some time, and he's been the king, the reigning king, for a long time.
Our good friend Tony Robles is playing. He's playing against the semi-finalist Wojciech Szewczyk. And he's 2 down, Tony.
These two are a year apart in age, and he's the older 39 Theron has given Shane an opening shot on this 1 ball.
Very distinctive pre-shot routine. Shane always does that, bringing the cue between the fingers to start, and then the few little quick backswings, the pause.
Step into the shot, and he's off and running. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Goes around the 2.
Played it nice. Don't go treetop.
He is.
Oh,
I mean, that's as
right in
treetop as you can get.
line. Wow, that's Mount Everest, as Tony Robles would say.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, standing on the peak at 28,000 feet, George. And he's caused him to miss it. So, first real chance then for the South African.
We have 128 players in this Predator World 10 ball. $266,000 in prize money, $60,000 to the winner. And out of those 128 players, we have about 30 Americans. Is what we came to. Whoa, that was cut pretty. Used the whole pocket there, didn't he?
Played a trick shot off 4 rails.
Nice position on this 3 ball. Opening game jitters, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. He looks visibly nervous, and rightly so. He's got his own, well, he's got 2 tables at home.
Oh, yeah?
He owns a 9-foot pool table, and also next to it, he's sponsored by Joy, as you said, and he's got one of those lovely little Chinese 8-ball tables.
Yeah, Chinese 8-ball tables. Mark, did Jason break or do? Whoa, that's uncharacteristic.
That's
miss.
easy for you to say, George.
No, it wasn't apparently. But did Shane break?
No,
Jason
I think
did?
Jason broke.
Okay, I missed the opening break. I didn't get to.
Yeah, Jason broke dry. Looks like he's come here to do a job. Shane Van Boening, very deliberate in his actions. He's not taking too much time either.
This is a job he has to do because, like I said, he's never won a world title, especially on American soil. He's yet to win here.
Doing everything right in this first rack. Missed that 2 ball, of course, but that was awful cueing over the top of the 9, so he can be excused for missing that one. Doesn't want to get straight on this. He hasn't. Now, no one plays this shot better. You see the backhand. Slightly unorthodox, that backhand. Oh, he's got a nice little kiss on that. Perfect on the 10. So this is going to be 1-0. In it goes. Now, George, I just want to say a huge thank you to Corey and Jackie Sharman from Canada. They're here at the moment, and they brought me a beautiful present. And as you can see, it's in a nice red, velvety, shiny bag. Inside, there's something wrapped up. And it's a bottle of the authentic maple syrup all the way from Canada.
Oh, wow.
How lovely is that?
That actually that's some of the best stuff for pancakes or French toast.
Absolutely,
It is awesome.
So thank you so much, Corey and Jackie Sharman. I really appreciate that, guys. So Shane Van Boening. There's the break, the world famous Shane break. He's made the 2 ball, I think it was, went in. Now then. Nice shot on the 1 ball here. The arena here packed, as you can imagine, for a Shane match. And there's absolutely no charge, so if you're in the Vegas area, guys, get yourselves down to the Rio All Suites Hotel. It's a huge expo going on here. Lots of booths selling everything pool related. You can come and have a play on one of many tables around these booths. And come and watch it. It's all for free. Free entry to come and watch the pros play. And it's all free.
Oh.
Online as well, of course. Oh, wow, he's missed that. Don't quite know why he missed that one. Looked a routine shot to me. Now, he's called it in the side, so he's going to be kicking this, George.
He doesn't have much choice but to kick this. Just above the side pocket. Looks at where he has to hit it on the side. He nibbled it.
Just
Cue
don't
ball.
scratch.
It's not going to. And Shane's back at the table. You know, I did say Shane has never won a world title, and I said he's never won a world title on American soil. The U.S. Open, to my knowledge, is not a world title. He's won a lot of U.S. Opens.
Didn't he win 5 in a row or something?
3 in a row.
Three in a
Three
row,
10
is it?
balls in a row.
Well, this is a really tough shot now. But he can just drop it into the side. Looks like he's digging down, so just a little stun here. Nicely played. A little bit overdone, went forward a little bit too much there, George. Just seen Carlo Biardo is in action again, as are plenty of others, and we'll bring you up to date with some scores as they come in.
He's hit that with pretty good speed. A little bit of right-hand English on this, and he'll pocket the 7, stay there for the 8, and up for the 9.
Right or left? Left.
Left, I'm sorry. As you look at the ball, it's the right-hand side of the ball.
Yes, would love to be just slightly straighter on this. You see, drifting away from the 8, but that's okay because he needs a nice angle to get up for that 9 ball. So looking good for 2-0 here. Race to 8, second round.
Nicely done. Kept that ball on a nice line going up table. Dangerous place to go from that angle. Opening the corner there. Swallows up cue balls sometimes.
Yeah, this is nicely done. And
Shane.
if Shane makes this 10 ball, we will go for a very short break. We will be back with all the action still to come. In it goes. See you soon, guys. CSI presenting the Predator World 10 Ball Championships second round match. Shane Van Boening versus Jason Theron breaking. Shane leads 2-0.
There goes the 7. Is it going to get there? The answer is no.
Shane straight out of his seat. Now, he can get to the correct side he needs to hit here, George, on this 1 ball to stay for the 2. Are you cutting this in?
I think it's too far out, isn't it? And he's over the 1 a little bit. Is he banking? Is
No,
my question.
He can hit the he can hit the side he needs to hit.
I think he'll bank it.
He is as well.
Yeah.
Good call. But now what? Is he going for this?
Yes.
Oh, great shot.
Uh-oh. Oh, nice corner.
Perfectly played. He played that, you know.
I believe it. Look how big that corner sticks out from that angle. It's like almost 2 inches. It sticks out. It's huge. Catches you all the time. This is a tricky shot. Is he playing the 7 or the 3 ball off the 7? Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like playing the 3 ball off the 7. It looked a little tight, or it just might not slide.
I thought he could have come further down than he did with the 3.
Well,
he seemed to hit a bit early. Took a
it
bit
did.
much of the
It did.
7.
He had to hit the rail. He did hit the rail first, didn't he?
So let's have a look at this.
He's gone
Plenty of cue power.
just right, yeah. He could have stopped a little sooner to make his position for the 5 a little easier.
Well, maybe he's going to contemplate nudging it.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't think he can go wrong running into it.
Well, that's okay. Oh, don't go over the 6, though.
I tell you the truth, after going into it, that's about as hard as he could come away with a shot. He
bit unlucky.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate.
He just caught a bit full
Yep.
of it, didn't he? Just wanted to clip one either side of it. I've got some more fun pool facts for you, George, to come during the breaks, and also we'll have some latest scores. And Chris Reinhold is playing. He's 4-1 up against Jeff Wanless. Nurkioi is 5-0 up against Mohammed Al-Muhanna. Christopher Tevez, listen to this, 4-0 up against John Mora.
Christopher Tevez is from Peru. He's a very fine player.
Yeah, he must be
Plays
to be
very well.
4-0 up.
Yeah.
Tony Robles has pulled one back against Wojtek Szewczyk to trail 2-1. Carlo Biardo 3-1 up against the new South Dakota kid, Danny Olsen.
Well,
We've got the other South Dakota kid over here.
We could call him the South Dakota man.
Yeah.
He's closing in on 40. He's 38 years old. He's been at the top of this game in America for what, 15 years?
Do you think he's
more?
Do you think he's tailing off just a little bit now, just drifting away from his best, or is his best still to come?
That's a hard question. He has been at the top of this game here in the U.S. for some time. Life has a tendency of interrupting your pool game.
Like fishing.
Like fishing, that's life to him. That's something that's another passion of his. And passions it's hard to have two passions because they both consume a lot of time. And so how do you stay at the top of everything when you want to split your time up?
Don't get me wrong, I get fishing, but somewhere like Florida, not drilling holes in ice and sitting there like an Eskimo.
Well, it's what you grew up with. Just think of it that way. Nothing wrong with that. It's just different.
Of
If you don't do it, it's different. But
different strokes for different folks.
There you go. But have we seen the best out of Shane? At 38, I want to say no. We'll see some, where his game won't be as sharp as other times. And it won't be his game. It'll be his heart. He's going to want some time off.
I'd like to say this. I think he's got another big title in him.
I definitely agree with that. I agree with that.
Maybe it'll be this one. Who knows? And it is a big title, George.
Yes, this is. This is that WPA title he's looking for. This is the world title he's looking for. And to have it on American soil is just that much stronger. But I'll tell you, I think going over to Europe and just spanking it over there would really, really put him on the map. If he's not already. He is already on the map, of course. Just, gosh.
He's one of the very few known pool players over in the UK. So safety shot here. Or is he going for the combo? Yeah, safety.
He's
behind the
going
nine.
behind the 9, and he's got there. Jason Theron from South Africa. He's gotten some attention here because he did well in the last tournament, the Alpha Las Vegas Open. And his opening match here was a 2-time China Open champion, Yulong Chang. One of the highly respected players from China. Oh, is he Taiwanese? He's Taiwanese, I'm sorry.
Packed crowd enjoying this second round match, watching their hero. Wherever he goes, people stopping him for photos and autographs.
Well, here's the first player I've seen with this Fury jump cue.
Called it in the side, so he's going to cut this in the middle. There's a good view of this. Oh, good effort. Caught it a bit thin.
A bit thin. He sliced it.
So Shane will be going for this. Stroke it in natural position for the 7 ball for a 3-0 lead. Oh, beautiful stroke.
Aren't those? Isn't that a pretty shot going down the rail like that?
I think that's just beautiful. Yeah. You see it hugging the rail, like cuddling the cushion all the way down. Beautiful shot.
Doesn't hit the rail until just before the pocket and slides right in. And he'll make quick work of these 3 balls. Surprised that he doubled out of there instead of using the inside and coming straight up. Different style.
Yeah, this is gorgeous, Paul. This is poetry in motion.
$3-0 lead.
Right, now, George, you can have a fact on tips, cues, or balls. What do you want?
Oh, just hit me with your best. Remember, we're going to stay to the top 10, not all 100.
Well, this is fact number 3 for you. Let me just find it. Yes, this is interesting, actually. Before the invention of celluloid and other new age plastics, billiard balls were made out of ivory. The elephants can thank their present existence, of course, on the invention of plastics and all these great composites now that we have. They had to be cut from the dead center of a tusk, and the average tusk yielded only 3 to 4 balls. Isn't that terrible?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've always disagreed with the killing of elephants, of course, of any kind of wildlife like that for just a couple things, like ivory. But ivory's come, you know, they've used it for a lot of things. They use it for billiard balls. You see a lot of carvings. I believe piano keys at one time were made out of ivory.
Tinkling the ivories, yeah.
Yeah, it's great to see that plastic or ceramic or other items that can be used kind of like ivory has taken its place.
It's kind of ironic, really, because now you've got plastics and all that kind of thing being the thing that's killing all the wildlife in the sea and all stuff like that, right? Back to something more light-hearted, shall we say. Shane Van Boening versus Jason Theron. 3-0 up, Shane. Just struggling a little bit, Jason. You see him just a little bit red-faced. The pressure's on. It doesn't get any bigger than this. Playing Shane Van Boening on the stream table.
He's going for
in a World Championship 10-ball event.
Going for his jump cue. He's going to want to land this right on the ball with it. I want to see if he draws it back. This can easily come off the table.
Fed, of course, would draw this back.
Yeah, well.
He'd draw it round 3 rails. Unfortunately, he's not here.
He doesn't draw it that far on the jump, but he does bring it back.
Wow, he almost made the cue ball. It
Well,
leapt over the one. I think that hit it from the back. I'd love to see that again, George. It looked like he caught it slightly on the way over. The ball jumped, hit the back of the pocket, and come back and hit the one ball again. That's what I saw anyway.
well, maybe they'll put it in the highlight reel because I don't think we're going to get it played back. That was tight. That was so tight.
Yeah, it had to be so accurate there. I mean, this is just going to give Shane so much confidence. And if Jason doesn't get going soon, I can see a donut being served up here.
Well, if you believe in Fargo and you're coming up to the table 90 points over your opponent, that's got to give you just a little confidence right there. If anything, that might make you feel like I better not look like an idiot losing to this guy feeling. But at this level, a 739, 750, 740. You figure they can play 70, 80 points above their Fargo if they get a roll, get comfortable. That makes them playing good, and maybe not playing so well. The other player not playing so well could make it really easy. Nice kiss.
What a nice couple of kisses there.
2 in a row for him, really.
That was
2 in a row, because that jump shot, he ended up real nice with that. Got ball in hand out of it. And then there's that shot right there that could have gone in a different direction.
4-0 this looks like. And somebody 5-0 up is Christopher Tevez over John Mora. So Mr. Smooth, not so smooth at the moment. He's going through a rough patch.
Shane looking good to put his 4th game on the scoreboard.
The person 5-0 up. Noikioi over Muhammad Al Muhanna. Chris Reinhold 5-1 up. Also over Jeff Wanless. Well, he's going to have to leave himself a longer 10. Fancy him for this one?
Yes.
Well, we'll know before he does if it's in.
Nice look at the pocket. Nice look at the ball going in it.
Great shot. And we're going for a break, guys. We'll be back very soon. CSI Predator World 10-ball championships here. Second round clash between the man at the table, breaking off Jason Theron, and Shane Van Boening. Shane had the better half. Match so far, leading 4-0. And where's that cue ball going? It's okay with me in the booth. George Teashea.
Hey guys, welcome back from our commercial breaks.
He's left a shot on this one for Shane. Oh, that was mighty tight, but he got past it beautifully. And now he's going to be playing probably the 3-5 or the 3-10. He's got a choice of whichever one he wants here after this 2-ball.
5 is much more controllable. The 3-5 is much more controllable and easier to get to as he's coming right over for it.
It's perfect.
Even if it goes, he has position on the 4.
Always looks so calm, doesn't he, George, around the table?
He does. And as we view Shane, because we'll probably see him on this table quite a bit, as we see him and as this tournament progresses, the closer to the finish line he gets, the more focused, the more intent you can see his behavior around the table.
Moscone Cup vice captain. Long with Jeremy Jones. And they'll be hoping to win the Cup back this December.
Is it in December?
Yeah. I think it's end of November, isn't it? I
Yeah,
think it's the last, I think it's 30th of November this year.
I've never attended a Moscone.
Have you never been?
I've never been. No, it's been in Vegas, I think, a couple times.
Yeah.
And,
Why have you not been, George? Not
well,
your scene?
Well, for the most part, I worked most of the time, and I wouldn't take time off to go watch something. I'd take time off to go play in something. But and then in these last few years, I just I guess I just watch it at home.
I think a Moscone Cup would drive you crazy.
I am pretty finicky about fans.
Well, don't go to a Moscone Cup.
Yeah, and that's why I haven't.
It's pretty brutal. And in it goes. 5-0. It's looking ominous for Jason Theron as he sits there. Give you a few scores, guys, from around the room. Edgy Geronimo is 5-2 up against Julio Burgos. Francisco Sanchez Ruiz has just taken a 4-3 lead over Jungling Chang. Mickey Krause, I can see just on the table next to us. He's playing against Roland Garcia. Roland Garcia is 4-3 up in that one. Nokia 5-1 up now. Chris Reinhold 6-2 up. David Alcade is 2-1 up against Kunlin Wu. And John Mora is now 6-0 behind against Christopher Tevez. Tony Robles is staying in touch with Wojtek Shevchik. It's 3-2 to the pole. Here we go then. Shane Van Boening to break off. Is that familiar break? Has he made a ball for Rayla? No. Wow.
You know, you mentioned Mickey Krause playing Roland Garcia. I was watching him the other night. He was hitting some billiard on the billiard table, on the Predator billiard table. He was running 3s and 4s pretty regularly.
Yeah, he played in the qualifiers in the other room and ran a 4. That's pretty good. Finished with an average of 0.75, which is pretty high.
That's a very high average. Sure. That's a player's average.
Pretty good. I think he had the second highest average of the day.
Yeah.
Finished on.
Wouldn't surprise me. He looked real comfortable and looked good.
Yeah, Jason Theron is just, well, he's looking a totally different player to the guy I saw and commentated online just over a year ago. Looks out of sorts.
A little back and forth on this cue ball. Like so. And Shane, this looks right down his alley. And he'll be coming for this 3 ball. Just deciding how, which side. I like the way he looked at that and kind of shook his head. Nope, not that way.
I'm sure Jason, you know, when you're playing these kind of matches and you still haven't won a rack and you still haven't really made a good shot, all you want to do is show show the people watching that you can play. All right, you know, you're not favourite to win the match or anything, but you still want to put up a little bit of a show. Obviously, you just feel a little bit silly. But we know he can play.
No, I definitely agree with that. The only thing he can do is, you know, perform.
What has he done?
Just
what did he do there?
Force himself to shoot a jump shot.
He just wants to show off a little bit, George.
Do you think he'll make this?
I'm saying yes.
Yeah.
Or no.
That's usually one or the other.
Right, come on then, Jason. Let's see what you've got.
Well, here's his time to shine.
negotiated the treetop. Now he's got this 4-ball down the rim. How's he going to get to the 5? Just roll it through a little bit, maybe off the side route.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he's playing it in the side. Good
Coming
shot.
right over. Well, you know, the fact that he's trailing 5-0 is one thing, but he proved in his match just prior to this that he's okay playing champions. I mean, he defeated Yu Lung Chang 8-5. So he didn't walk away with the match, but it wasn't that tight.
So he's made another mistake here, though. Can still snick this in, though. It's a thin one. The cue ball will be going all around the houses.
Yeah, he got in a little trouble here, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Now, what would you? I would try to come off this ball, hit 2 rails, and try to put him up against the 10 ball. Good look at Shane watching what he's doing. Yes. Wondering where he's going to come from next. Shoot from next. Can he hit the rail where he needs to? That's an awful thin cut on that 6 to get behind the 10. He's just going to come straight down the rail.
Draw down behind the 8.
Oh, don't draw straight down to the pocket. Oh.
No, he's not going to make it. It's a pretty good shot.
With that spin, the way he hit that, he's a little fortunate it didn't go in the pocket.
I think he'll be calling the side pocket here and going 2 rails, will he? Oh, he can go straight at it. He's going 1 rail.
Let's try to kick it down to the middle rail on the bottom. Yeah. Oh, he's going for it.
He could make it.
Yeah.
Wow. Good shot, Shane.
Oh, 9 ball. He's okay. He's trying to get a 6th game here.
He's one of these players, Shane, that makes me want to pick up my cue and go and play. He's got one of them cue actions where he makes it look so easy and you think, oh, I can do that. You know, it just makes you want to play like him, Feder Gorst, players like that. Tyler Steyer's another one.
I always heard a saying that it rings very true to date is a professional always makes their task look easy.
Yeah, good call. So I'm going to give you another fun fact.
Awesome.
And our production chief will like this one because it involves his country.
Oh boy.
Captain Mingaud, the inventor of the leather Q-tip, was imprisoned for political reasons during the French Revolution. With the help of a fellow prisoner, he was able to have a billiard table installed in his cell. I don't know how much Q room he had, but okay, must have been a pretty big cell. It was during his incarceration that he became obsessed with the game. He devised and perfected his invention of the tip. How amazing is this? His obsession becomes so intense that at the end of his prison term, he actually asked for a longer sentence so that he could complete the study of the game. Now, that is dedication.
Yeah, I don't want to leave here. And I'll tell you, one of those French chandelier tips or those French champion tips are some of the best tips. I used to love those tips. Bill Stroud used to use them on his cues. And they were some of the best tips. When you got a cue back from Bill Stroud, he had those. They were a French tip, and they were just. It just didn't get better at that time. So good story. I don't want to leave prison. I don't want to leave prison. I think I want to stay right here and work on tips.
Yeah.
And I have a pool table in my cell. How do you like that?
So made a ball on the break. This is a long shot. He's capable of making these. These are the ones I used to see him make. Oh, and he's just snatching awfully today. Just not cueing well.
He's been in that chair too long. His arm got a little rusty, a little stiff.
This will give your opponent all the encouragement he needs.
To bank it right into the 5 and hold the cue ball there for the 3 if he can.
Great shot. So potential pitfalls, none. As soon as this 3's disappeared, it's all in the open already. And this could be a very quick game compared with our last one. Sanjin Perlovanovic, Ko Ping Chang Chung, sorry, went the distance. Sinjin just falling over the line finally to win it 8-7. Oh, he's blocked him up here. Really turning the screw, and that's the sign of a champion. And US Open champion Carlo Biardo, 5-1 up against Danny Olsen. Bader Al-Wahadi, the finalist in Wisconsin, is 7-3 up against Roberto Bartal. Good strong hit by Jason. Is he going to get any love? Well,
he did.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Rolled just that extra half an inch, which made it unmakeable in the side. Referee John Lehman coming over to check if it's there. You just see the top of his head. See if it's frozen or not. Oh, he's checking out. You see what he's just looking at. He's thinking of playing this down the rail, calls an extension.
Extension, please.
Probably going to play a safety, or is he going for it? Well, he's changed his mind, whatever he was doing. Yeah, decided on safety. Intelligent shot.
And you
Very
can
smart.
I'm sorry.
No, that's it. I finished. Very smart.
You can see that extension that he has on his cue. It's about 6 to 7 inches. He plays with it full time. And Shane's what, about 6'1", 6'2"?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a tall guy. I know one thing. He's 6'0" up.
So he's in the 6'0" area, huh? Okay. Look at this shot.
This is a great.
Oh, so much for that.
Yeah, he's really suffering. It's tough to watch, to see somebody, know that they can play so much better than they're actually showing, George.
Well, he's not getting much at the table, and when he does come to the table, it's not much to play with. I think he's only had one really good shot.
You're just so nice, George.
There's no reason to put him down. He's up there trying, and we all are.
Absolutely.
You play one of the best in the world, and you're down 6-0. The best you can hope for is an opportunity, as you said, to just try to get comfortable and execute to the best of your ability.
Yeah, you see that shot Shane just played there. He potted the 6 into the wrong half of the pocket, caught it too thin, just made the 6, and now it's put his position out. He's smiling to himself. I don't know what he's smiling about.
He might show us a shot or two right here. No, he's going to slow roll this nice and soft. I thought he was going to just like open up and give us one of those hero shots. He doesn't do. You rarely see Shane do something like that. Look at this position. Look at, one of the things I have seen in these 6 games. We're going to go to a timeout, and I'll tell you what it was later.
Shane Van Boening on the hill, leading Jason Theron 7-0 in this race to 8.
1 ball? No.
And things just haven't gone very well for the South African. But he won't give up. If he gets a chance, I hope he shows us what he can do.
Back to what I was saying at the end of the last game. One of the things I have noticed with Shane at this table is he seems to have got the speed down to the table. Something he really has struggled with the previous times he's been in the arena.
Yeah, you can bet your life that he was watching parts of the last match and picking up little tips of how the table's running. He is a real student of the game when it comes to that.
Yeah. Picks up tips on how it's running, how it's breaking.
Yeah.
And then in regards to, Jason Theron being trailing 7-0, mean, there's no shame in that. You're playing one of the best players on the planet. See, like, well, the toughest field I've seen, 192 players, 128 players, 20-something plus 800 Fargos. You're going to get blanked.
He's a long way from home, and he looks a lonely figure there in the arena. I'm going to go and give him a big cuddle. He looks like a big cuddly teddy bear, doesn't he?
There you go. Well, you said you've commentated several of his matches on foreign soils, so you would know.
I'll have a little word with him.
Rail, was that Rail first on that shot? No, he was fine. He was fine.
And, you know, he's not out of it. He's still got another chance.
Well, the problem with that is Shane, with one of the best 10-ball breaks around, will get to break like 6 times.
No. I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm talking about in the one-loss side. You know.
Oh,
when he goes to the B side, it's not. You know, it's not his last chance. It's not all over. He can come back stronger in his next match. And you know, this will teach him something. He'll take something from this and come back stronger next time. It's okay. It's called, you know, learning.
That's a great point.
Experience.
I missed what you were saying there.
So it looks like it's all over, guys. It will be an 8-0 whitewash for Shane Van Boening. We'll be back at 4 p.m. Thanks for joining us, guys. See you soon.